first guest tonight is a best-selling author and the award-winning host of the Graham Norton Show. His latest novel, Frankie, is on sale now. Please welcome back to the show, Graham Norton, everybody.
Very nice. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much.
Please.
Thank you.
How are
Hello.
you?
Hi. I'm good.
Right.
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. You're a master of this craft. We've talked about the differences in the British chat show and the American talk show before.
Yep.
But I recently read you were giving an interview and you had a specific criticism about what we give you to drink.
Well, look, here's the thing. On my show, you get alcohol. Now, I get it. Maybe you can't have alcohol here.
Right.
But I always think, if you're going to serve water, put it in a glass.
Yeah.
Why a mug? It's like, you kind of, oh, you've made me a cup of coffee. No, it's water. It's like a prison visit.
I'm going to tell you something. I never once thought about it, and when I read you saying that, I immediately thought, what are we doing?
Why?
A mug of water. Room temp water, because we want you to feel at home.
Yeah.
We did freshen you up. One of them, it has coffee.
I see
We
that.
couldn't go to full alcohol, but that's how low the bar here is. You're like, they gave me coffee.
Caffeine. And still warm.
Yeah.
I just had a little taste.
You have been doing your show for a great many years now.
Yes.
Were you good? And you deservedly so get credit for being such a good interviewer. Were you immediately good at that?
Look, it's such an odd job because, it's a talk show and everyone can talk. So, so anyone can do this sensibly.
Whoa, hey, Graham, keep it down, baby. Don't let the cat out of the bag.
Storm stage.
Who's doing it for less than Seth?
So, but the first professional interviewing I ever did was on the radio. And the regular host was away, so I got the gig. And I was doing it for 2 weeks, 2 Saturdays. And it was similar to my own show. It's a bunch of guests at the same time. So I did the first show. I thought it went well. And but then I got a call from the head honcho at the radio station, wanting to take me out for lunch to discuss that show and maybe give me some advice for the next show. And I was good, because I wanted to learn,
Yeah, of course.
I wanted the tips. So I go for the lunch, and I'm waiting for the words of wisdom. Nothing. Finally, he goes, the thing is, Graham, when you're interviewing a guest, and I'm going, yes, all ears. And he goes, when you're interviewing a guest, you must treat them like a jam scone. And I'm like, okay, yeah. And he goes, and you must take that jam scone and you must hold it up to the light. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll definitely try to do that next week. Yeah, I'll do the jam scone thing. So I got back to the office and they go, what did he say? And I said, well, he said this thing about that each guest is a jam scone. Hold it up to the light. And we were all going, what on earth is that about? And then one of the producers, who was clearly a bit cleverer than the rest of us, went, do you think he said gemstone? Could have. It's possible.
I'm so relieved, because as you were telling that, I was like, I don't think I've ever treated any of them like a jam scone. I didn't even know that's a way to describe a scone. Really good.
Yeah, jam
and
scone.
do you ever feel like do you at least keep the gemstone advice in your head?
No, just the jam scone.
Yeah. Once you get it in, it's hard to knock that out.
Yeah, I've tried to keep them warm and sticky. Yeah.
Your first live show on television, also memorable.
Yeah, well, basically, I had been on a different network, and I got moved to the BBC. Kind of, they took me over there. And the BBC is the big, serious, national broadcaster back in the UK. So it was my very first live show, and I was hosting a dancing competition, don't ask. And anyway, so we're standing in the studio, we're waiting to go live, the audience are there, the dancers are primed, they're all bendy, and suddenly there's a news flash. The Pope had died, right? I know, terrible, awful. You had to catch yourselves there, didn't you? You were like, oh no, oh bad. Oh, Pope dying. No, that's not good.
No, we don't care for that.
I remember one of the judges on the dancing competition, he was Italian, and they had to go into his dressing room and tell him that the Pope was dead. And he went, Il Papa è morte, and threw himself against a wall. So the tension was quite high.
Yeah. Don't you love when people just play right into the stereotype?
Yeah, Il Papa è morte. So anyway, I'm on stage, and they're in my ear, and the news flash is going on. There's a guy live from Rome going, I presumed he's just saying the Pope's dead
Yeah.
over and over again. And they're in my ear, and they're going, okay, when we come out of the opening titles sequence, there'll be no applause. And I'm going, okay. And then they go, no, there will be applause, but no cheering. Okay, yeah. When you read the opening thing, emphasize the tension of the competition, but not the excitement. So I'm hearing all this, great. Anyway, what they forgot was that when the news flash ended, Pope dead, it goes to a black screen with just Pope John Paul II and his dates, right? And then that merged into our opening credits, which we'd forgotten that was black, and our opening credits were also a black screen, right? Onto which walked me in a white suit. I then approached a big switch and went like that, signaling bumping dance music and neon signs exploding. It was like I just said to the nation, yeah, the Pope said, who cares?
Yeah.
Let's dance.
Even better, looking back, I wish you'd come out and the first thing you said is, I'm your new Pope. You have something incredibly novel. I mean, there's a lot about your show that is unlike certainly anything we have here. But the red chair segment is, I mean, I'm deeply jealous of it. But you came to it. Was it your idea to have the red?
No,
okay.
no, not at all. And this is the thing, because I think a lot of people in America, they see my show on YouTube.
Yes,
or
a lot of the celebrity
clips,
anecdotes.
Yeah, little clips go on Instagram and stuff. But there's a bit at the end, this red chair story, where ordinary members of the public sit in a chair, and if they bore us with their story, we have a big switch. It's the same switch I used to kill the Pope. And...
now the truth comes out.
Yeah. So we flip them. And what it began...
I'm sorry, you flip them. If people have missed it, you really do have to watch, because the great thing about how you flip them, they flip straight back. And it's like they have puppet legs. It is so... I mean, I can't believe... It's so delightful.
You are such a television professional because we brief them to throw their legs up.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, they do it, and that is a very funny thing to brief them, which is you're basically saying at some point Graham will become bored of you, and then we do need you to play along.
Yeah, but it'd be funnier if your legs click up.
I mean, some of them are very good.
Oh, yes.
With the way they throw their legs up.
And it happened by accident. We had there was a comic, anybody British will know, Ronnie Corbett, and he's long gone now, but he was on our show, and he used to do a thing in his show where he sat in a big red chair and told stories. So we said, wouldn't it be funny if audience members sat in that, Ronnie Corbett, if he's bored, could flip them, da-da-da. Fine, did it. Then a couple of weeks later, we got a call from our line producer going, you know that chair you had built? And we're like, yes. Yeah, turns out that was quite expensive. So if you could use it again, that would be really...
You had to amortize?
Yeah, we had to pay it for over weeks. So it must be about 12 years now, and we use it every week.
Gotcha. I mean, and again, it is that you get bored and you pull, but people seem to really be delighted about the moment they get flipped over.
Sometimes, even if I say you can walk, they kind of, no, I want to be flipped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I do see people sat in the chair, and it's awful. You know, larger audience members, and I think, will it work? So often I just let them tell their story.
Thank you for letting us behind the curtain of the chair. I have a lot more to ask you about your wonderful book. We'll be back with Graham after this.